Hi everyone, in this video we're going to show you how to mount a puncture-proof tyre on the front wheel of a Ninebot G30 Max. As you will see, this is a tutorial where we use quite a few tools to remove the original tyre and fit the solid tyre. This method is the most effective in our opinion and is the one we use at MoovMoov. But if you use other methods, don't hesitate to let us know in the comments. It'll surely help other people in the same situation as you. So, let's start by removing the yellow stickers. To do this, you can slide the tip of a cutter under the sticker to lift the first part and remove it. And if you have a hairdryer, don't hesitate to heat the sticker. The glue will stick less and it'll be easier to remove it. Then remove the two small rubber covers to access the screws. You can use any sharp object such as the tip of a knife or a cutter to do this. Remove the 3 screws with a 3mm Allen key. Repeat the same procedure on the other side of the scooter. Now you can pull the 2 plastic covers of the front fork to unclip them and remove them. Then to remove the front wheel, you have to release the brake. This is done by removing the cap nut at the end of the brake rod with an 8mm spanner. Then unscrew the top 2 nuts with a 14mm and an 8mm spanner. Hold the brake cable with a pair of pliers so that it doesn't spin on itself, and remove the lock nut with an 8mm spanner. Next, you can lift the brake lever and remove the adjusting nut by hand. Then unscrew the top nut with an 11mm spanner. The brake cable is lifted upwards and the spring, nut and pin can now be removed. Finally, the front wheel can be removed by unscrewing the 2 nuts with a 15mm spanner or socket. Collect the small washer that is placed on the left side, between the wheel and the fork. And remove the removable part of the drum brake. Now remove the valve cap and check that there is no air in the tyre. Alternatively, you can simply remove the valve shell, that's fine too. Next, we're going to move on to a key step in this repair, which is to remove the tyre from the rim. To do so, use one of the corners of the table and 2 strong clamps. Personally, without using clamps, I find it to be a real pain. But by using this technique, it becomes very easy and does not require any force or effort. To avoid scratching the rear wheel, place a cloth on the corner of the table. Then place the rear wheel of the G30 Max on the corner of the table. Tighten the edges of the tyre with both clamps until the tyre bead comes out. Okay, we managed to get the first side out. Now to get the second side out, and you just have to turn the wheel over and repeat the same process. Now that the tyre is off, you can get it out of the rim. To do this without forcing it, press on the sides of the tyre and get part of it into the rim. Then hold the part of a tyre that is in the rim by tightening it with a cable tie. Lubricate the tyre so it doesn't stick, using nothing more than soap and a little water. Push the tyre a little further into the rim. We can see here that after having pushed part of the tyre inside the wheel, the opposite part is already almost out of the rim. Grab the famous Hercules tyre levers. Apply a little soap to the edges and go around the tyre to get the first sidewall out. When half of the tyre is out of the wheel, take off the cable tie so that the rest can be removed. The second part of the tyre can be removed simply by hand. Next, let's go over the installation of our solid tyre for the Ninebot G30 Max. Not an easy step and requires a bit of strength, but we hope that our method will allow you to do it. In order to make the tyre softer and more malleable for mounting, heat it up by leaving it in boiling water for 15 minutes. "15 minutes later, you can take it out of the hot water and remove the excess water. I recommend the following configuration. Sit comfortably so that you are stable and do not hurt your back. Place next to you your solid tyre, your rim, your tyre levers, some liquid soap and a little paper towel. Cover your floor with cardboard to avoid scratches. Make sure you check the direction of rotation of the rim and the tyre. And there is a little arrow on the side of a tyre that indicates the direction of rotation. Next, place the rim on top of the tyre. To make sure everything slides properly, add a little soapy water on the edges of the tyre, around the rim, and on the flat edges of the tyre levers. Now place the first part of the rim into the tyre and put 2 feet on top to lock it in place. Dry your hands well to prevent them from slipping. Next, use your tyre levers to spread the tyre and pull it over the rim a little at a time. Use your feet and body weight to hold the wheel in place. Installing a solid tyre on your own can be quite tricky, so don't hesitate to ask a friend or relative to help you insert the third tyre lever while you are holding the other two. Here you can see that the tyre is right on the wheel, but it is not centred. So, simply lift it with your tyre levers and the parts that are not well inserted into the rim. So since it's a difficult part, here's another shot from different angles, which I'll let you watch quietly. Now the removable part of the drum brake can be put back on the wheel and the washer on the other side. Slide the wheel onto the front fork and fix it by putting back the two nuts. To reassemble the brake, first put the nut and the spring on the cable. Pull the brake cable up, install the pin on the brake lever, and then put the cable through the hole in the pin. Tighten the top nut . and put the adjusting nut back on the threaded rod. Next, we can adjust the brake. Very simple. Turn the wheel of your G30 Max and tighten the adjustment nut until you hear the pads rubbing against the drum. When you hear a rubbing noise, loosen the nut slightly and you're done. Then screw the lock nut all the way up. And put the little cap nut back on the end of the brake cable. All that's left to do is reattach the covers. Fix them to the scooter by screwing the 3 screws. Put the sticker on. And don't forget the little rubber covers.